what's the biggest key for you in order to win another Daytona 500?
To win a Daytona 500 is like winning a championship.
Yeah.
And you do it with a program and a process to make sure you're checking off all the right boxes.
What's going on, guys? This is Brian Jones from PopCulture.com. And joining me today is one of the top drivers in NASCAR. He is a Cup Series champion, as well as a Daytona 500 winner, Kurt Busch. Kurt, thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for the intro, and it's good talking with you.
Yeah, good talking with you too. So, of course, the Daytona 500 is coming up this Sunday. How are you feeling headed into this race?
Yeah, with all the newness with the next-gen car, it's a one day at a time type feel with practice sessions, qualifying, even our qualifying races. There's so much information to learn, and there's all that unpredictability that's ahead of us. And as a veteran driver, I'm looking at it from two different directions. One of conservation, making sure that we get to the end of the race with the best piece possible. And number two of now I want to lead every lap. I want to be up front with Monster Energy and our brand new team with 2311 and MJ and Denny and Toyota, like our whole group, right? So I got to balance both those out.
Absolutely. And as I mentioned, you won the Daytona 500 in 2017, and you want to be successful on Sunday. So what's the biggest key for you in order to win another Daytona 500?
To win a Daytona 500 is like winning a championship.
Yeah.
And you do it with a program and a process to make sure you're checking off all the right boxes. So even little things like weather, when you have changes in the weather, change the way you approach some of the pit stop sequences. So, looking ahead, it's not going to be a super hot day. So that will help with tire wear.
Yeah.
That'll help with the engines and the fuel mileage. So there's a lot of things to juggle and to switch around. And ultimately, we've got to learn more about the draft. And that's done during the race.
Mm-hmm. And you mentioned that you're now with 2311 Racing, co-owners Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin. How is it working with Michael Jordan? Because I asked Bubba Wallace this last year, and it has to be quite an experience for you.
It is. I mean, it's intimidating, but at the same time, he demands performance.
Yeah.
And that's who I am. I love to pull from within and to bring that tenacity and to bring that drive each and every day to the racetrack or to the race shop. And it helps the others around me learn and give that same effort. And so it's that right here. It's right here in your soul where you push harder. Denny Hamlin's the same way as an owner driver. And so it's a great balance all the way through with the ownership, with my teammate Bubba Wallace, and the way that Toyota is pushing us as well.
Now, with Bubba Wallace, I actually got a chance to see a sneak peek of his Netflix docuseries Race, and it just talks about his journey and him becoming one of the top drivers in NASCAR. So what advice do you have for Bubba Wallace heading into this season?
Yeah, Bubba has definitely got all the things going right for him, with especially the win last year at Talladega.
Yeah.
And to feel that moment and to put that not necessarily behind him, but to use that as the next plateau to stand on. His journey is very different than many drivers, is in the way that he's pushed himself to the top. You're there, buddy, now. You're there. So start from there and let's build this team together at 2311. That's the motivation I'm giving him, and I think he's absorbing it really well.
Of course. And when it comes to this season, obviously you want to win Daytona 500, qualify for the playoffs and win the Cup Series championship. But what other goals do you have for this 2022 season?
For us on the 45 car, we're a new team.
Yeah.
And yesterday was a great moment of crew chief, driver. We looked at each other like, let's go do our crew chief driver stuff, the normal stuff, because all off season we've been building it up with people and putting them in the right places. Even the new transporter that brings our equipment to the track, where shelving goes. Our radio frequency yesterday was having glitches with the airport next door. All those little things, I think we're done with, and it's go time now. And of course, it's to get both cars in the playoffs and to make a deep run and make a championship run with both of our cars.
Other than the Daytona 500, are there any races that you're looking forward to this season?
I mean, the easy answer is every Sunday.
Yeah.
There's going to be a checkered flag. For me, I want to win a road course with this new car. These cars are designed around some sports car DNA. So with Coda, Road America, I'll tell you, Watkins Glen, that place, it's nostalgic. It's historic. Formula One used to race there. I want to win that one. And with the Southern 500, of course. And I'll tell you one little sleeper one, Michigan.
Okay.
If I win at Michigan, it's with another manufacturer, and that'd give me 4 wins up there with 4 manufacturers.
Yeah, that's pretty cool right there. I didn't even realize that. But you have won a lot of races in your career, and this is your 23rd year in the Cup Series. So what other things you want to accomplish before you retire?
Again, it's finding small goals, but also having those big goals. And I love the group that we've assembled at 2311. And a secret weapon for me that I've learned in this offseason is Dave Rogers. He won the Xfinity Championship last year with Daniel Hemrick, and he's been at JGR for years. He's been a crew chief for Kyle Busch. He's been a crew chief for Denny Hamlin. He's been a crew chief for Carl Edwards. Those are all Hall of Famers. And he's pushing me to another level that I want to give and I want to find. So if I've been an A driver or an A- driver in my career, I want to be an A+ by the end of the year.
Of course. And the last question for me before I let you go, you're still racing at a high level. You made the playoffs last year. But have there been any thoughts of how long that you're going to race at least full time before you call it a career?
You know, a couple of years ago, I didn't have a contract and it was up, and I put a video together with Monster Energy where I drove a NASCAR car, 200 miles an hour over the bridge to Key West, down in the Keys, like I was driving off into the sunset. Like I didn't have a deal done. And then the phone rang from Toyota. The phone rang from Denny. Monster Energy said, hey, if we go to this Michael Jordan deal, we want you to be our driver. And so the phone kept ringing. I'm here. I'm loving everything about this. And I called on an old driver, Mark Martin. I said, Mark, why'd you stick around so many years? And he said, you're a racer, Kurt. And if the phone keeps ringing, keep going after that checkered flag.
Absolutely, man. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you and everyone else in the Daytona 500. Kurt, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Good luck to you on Sunday, and good luck to you this season.
All right. Thanks. Appreciate you having me on.
Of course. And guys, thanks again for joining us. And for more on Kurt and all your favorite sports stars, be sure to keep it locked right here on PopCulture.com.